Recently, NCBA's Federation of State Beef Councils partnered with the Kentucky Beef Council to host a Beef It's What's for Dinner pop-up event. The event, funded with a state portion of beef checkoff dollars, celebrated beef while bringing together food influencers from all around the country. And as Brian Baxter reports, this event truly provided a connection between farm and fork.
Kentucky farm country was the setting, and renowned chef Joshua Moore of Volare Restaurant was the host for a Beef It's What's for Dinner pop-up event that brought together food influencers from around the country.
We know that consumers get their information from a lot of different sources, and one of those trusted sources is food influencers. So we know it's really important to work with food influencers and build relationships with them.
We send money to the Federation to support programs like this, in particular where we can do kind of a regional type of effort, because something like this in our state might be a little expensive for us as a budget, and so this allows us to be able to bring multiple states together, not only to do this, but also to bring influencers because they like to meet other people and make networks. So this is a great opportunity for them.
So by using those different state beef council investments from around the country, we ultimately were able to bring bloggers from Kentucky area, but we also have some bloggers from outside of Kentucky, a couple from Utah, a couple from Ohio, other areas of the country, where we've really just brought them together for this once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Before dinner, there was an opportunity for the bloggers and food influencers to gather and learn about the long bourbon heritage in Kentucky. Then the group moved out to the country for the main event, dinner at Chef Joshua Moore's own farm.
We are hosting a great event at the farm tonight for NCBA. It's all bourbon and beef oriented, as well as produce from our very own farm. And I'm excited about the menu. I've got beef worked into every course. We're doing gazpacho with beef, a caprese salad with beef, and then of course tomahawk ribeyes for the entree. Even using beef tallow in the bittersweet chocolate cake at the end of the meal.
I would say what's really impressive is the gathering of chefs, farmers, cattlemen, all coming together to talk about our nutrition, our health, to create some wonderful, delicious dishes for us. That's just been really neat, especially to be here on the farm.
Besides the creative menu and the chance to visit with a well-known chef, the influencers also heard from and then enjoyed dinner with beef producers who were ready to share their story and talk about all things beef.
What's been happening tonight has been just wonderful and amazing to interact with some of the big Instagram and foodies and talking to them about beef and why it's great. And it's been so fun watching them ask questions about how beef is raised, grown, and cooked.
You've got three producers here, you know, a cattle feeder and cow-calf person and whatnot. And I mean, they can talk to us, they can ask us questions. You don't convince anybody, you know, they have to draw their own conclusion, but you got to get in front of them and have the shot. So there'll be a lot of these people here that leave here with a really good positive idea of what beef and beef production is about.
I'm a beef eater. I love steak, I love brisket, I love hamburger, and to hear where it's coming from, the strides that they're taking to make sure that's sustainable and healthy for us, I think it's important for all of us.
Now I've seen the love, the families, and the information that goes behind it, where it's coming from, and the passion that really has been around in the United States for raising beef and making good, healthy, nutritious meal for families, which perfectly aligns with what we want to do on our website.
Throughout the evening, as each of the 5 courses reached the table, cameras were focused on the chef's creations so the images and the experiences could be shared on social media with followers everywhere.
Yeah, you're definitely going to see a lot of photos of the food. That is really our goal tonight, is to share food information, particularly beef, of course.
Beef fits so perfectly into our lifestyle these days. I think everyone kind of has gotten a little bit confused about food. Everyone's not sure what to make anymore because there's so much information out there, they feel overloaded. But here's the thing, beef offers you nutritious dinners every night that you can pull together. It's good for you. You can eat it often. You don't have to be worried about that. And more importantly, it really is good for this rising generation. They need proper nutrients and it tastes dang good. So what more could you ask for?
So that's really the value of doing these types of events. With previous events that we've hosted, we've actually been able to reach nearly 1 million people in one single night, which is otherwise reach that we wouldn't have for beef and for Beef It's What's for Dinner and for the beef farmers and ranchers that we represent.
Pop-up events like this are just one way the Federation of State Beef Councils, through the Beef Checkoff, is working to help grow beef demand. In Kentucky, I'm Brian Baxter for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.
To find out more about events like this one and to see great beef recipes, visit the Checkoff-funded website, beefitswhatsfordinner.com.